Well, Premier Chris Minns says he's working on changing the use of ministerial drivers for official business purposes after further details emerged over his Transport Minister's use of such drivers. Crystal Wu has the details.
The taxpayer-funded trip to a long lunch at a winery in the Hunter Valley was not the only time Minister Jo Haylen requested a driver for personal use. Minister Haylen had also requested a driver to take her son from their Caves Beach holiday home near Newcastle to weekend sport in Sydney on several occasions. A driver was also used to take her family to a private weekend-long lunch in the New South Wales Blue Mountains.
I did quiz Jo about the revelations in the media yesterday afternoon, spoke to her directly, and I said, look, there's been specific charges, firstly about taking children to sport on the weekends using the ministerial driver. She said to me, absolutely that happened, but straight after that, she was into work. And then it was a work day following that.
Minister Haylen, Transport Minister Rose Jackson and 4 friends were taken to a boozy lunch at Broken Wood Winery in the Hunter Valley on January 25. According to his logbook, the driver left Sydney at 8 a.m, waited 3 hours at the winery, took the group to her Caves Beach holiday home before returning to Sydney just before 9 p.m, finishing a 13-hour working day. Minister Haylen admitted the taxpayer-funded trip was a bad decision, adding in a statement, "I am not going to provide a running commentary on my movements since becoming a minister."
We wouldn't treat it as if it was a right, but in actual fact a privilege. A privilege to have a driver so that you can work longer and harder on behalf of taxpayers in the state. That hasn't happened. I am saying today on the program that we are changing the rules in New South Wales to ensure that it's used for official business purposes. If it's private use, it's only for incidental or minor parts of a minister's job.
Opposition leader Mark Speakman, who has called for the ministers to resign, was pressed on his own use of ministerial drivers.
Did you just say that you've sent your driver to pick up your dry cleaning?
Yeah, in Cronulla, not in the Hunter Valley. If they're otherwise sitting there and they've got nothing to do, and it's not costing the taxpayer anything, then I've asked them to pick up my dry cleaning.
Is that appropriate?
Look, people, I can see people have different views, but if that is part of your remuneration package, and you're not costing the taxpayer anything, then it's clearly different from spending the amount of money that was spent here, sending a van and a driver up to the Hunter Valley for a boozy lunch.
Jo Haylen has agreed to pay back the $750 in transport costs for the winery trip, but as more revelations come to light, she's facing increasing pressure to resign.